Welcome to the Illinois Bass Nation Users presented by Shimano. This is your video briefing for Lake of Egypt 9/28/2025 tournament. We'd also like to thank all of our sponsors. Sublime Wear USA is our big bass sponsor. Bedford Sales and Outdoors is our Team of the Year sponsor. Mark Nemec State Farm is our award sponsor. Pro Vinyl and Precision Tint and Vinyl is our platinum sponsor. Any issues, emergency or non-emergency, during the tournament or during practice, please contact either Kay Gabby at 618-889-3019 or Tim Moore at 708-516-9891. I want to remind everybody that all the important information that you need can be found right here on your tournament homepage, including the rules link. Okay, we scroll down all of our times, our briefing video. There will be a link up there coming soon, off limits map and a staging map. Okay, we are fishing for 5 12-inch largemouth bass. Okay, keep that in mind, everybody. Anybody that has a question regarding their bump board, please feel free to come up and compare it to ours prior to takeoff in the morning on Sunday. All right, 5:15 check-in will open. 6:15 all boats are expected to be in the water. 6:30 is takeoff pending safe flight. 2 p.m. juniors are due back in. 2:30 high school flight 1 is due in, and 2:40 high school flight 2 is due in. Okay, let's go ahead and jump to our staging map here. All right, as everybody can see on the staging map, there's a QR code for the off limits on this as well here. You'll see the boat staging area in the water, and then you'll also see some boxes there with arrows, and it tells you all the important information that you need to know. Okay. On the AM check-in, pre-tournament check-in will be done at the ramp prior to launching. Do not launch before a tournament director or official checks you in. Live boat checks will be done at the ramp prior to launching by a tournament official. Every boat should have a ribbon on your trolling motor prior to takeoff, indicating that your live wells have been checked. If you do not have a ribbon on your trolling motor, please notify the tournament director or a tournament official. We will be doing a rolling takeoff, okay, just like we always have done in the past. Your number will be called. You're expected to roll past the dock and idle out to the no wake line before taking off. You will be receiving a number card in the morning. You are to hold this number card up on display as you roll past the dock. Please communicate with your neighbors so everybody knows where they should be at in line. We will not be waiting for anybody, so know the boat you should be behind and stay near that boat. Safety, life jackets must always be worn when the combustible engine is running, and everyone must be seated in the cockpit area, not on the front or back deck on any raised seats. Juniors must wear your PFDs the entire duration of the tournament. Red and green nav lights and 360 light must remain on until you arrive at your first location or if weather conditions dictate. The PM check-in, post-tournament check-in will be done at the same spot that we are calling boat numbers in the morning. You must check in with a designated tournament official at that point. Okay, failure to do so could result in penalty and or disqualification. Weigh-in. The scales will open 15 minutes after the end of the tournament. No early fish will be weighed in. Bags will be available once the scales open. So juniors, 2:15, you can come up and get bags. High school, 2:45, you can come up and start getting bags, okay? Please only use the weigh-in bags with the mesh liners provided by IBN. The purpose for this is for fish care. Rules. Failure to follow the rules by any anglers or coaches may result in being penalized and or disqualified. Anglers and coaches are responsible for knowing and understanding them. Rules can be found on the tournament homepage, like I showed you earlier, under that rules link, okay, a Fishing Chaos there. Coaches, please make sure you know and are following the coach's rules for what level you're coaching. I always use this rule of thumb. Ask yourself, does this create a competitive advantage for my team over another team? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If you're still questioning it, pick up the phone and contact either Kay or myself, and we'll answer the question for you. I want to remind everybody to remain 50 yards off anchored boats. Anchored boats are responsible for announcing to an approaching boat that they are anchored out. Be polite, be courteous, and remember sportsmanship when you talk to each other on the water. I'll remind everybody that you must have proof of insurance with you. You may randomly be checked. No proof of insurance, no fish, no exceptions. It's in the rules, period. Protests. All protests must be in writing and presented to the tournament director within 10 minutes of the scales closing. I'd also like to remind everybody to please remember sportsmanship both on and off the water to fellow competitors and non-competitors, okay? There's a big Angler's Choice Derby going on Saturday. I want to remind everybody, please give them some space, just as you would appreciate anybody out there fishing on Sunday giving you space being in the tournament, okay? A couple quick announcements for everybody here. Oh, before we do that, I apologize. We'll go to the off-limits map here real quick. There's going to be 3 off-limit areas. Obviously, Owner's Cove on the west side of the lake, the dam area, and the marina area, okay? So these are in the Google map off limits, all right? And I will also remind everybody that you need to be 10 feet off of any docks that you're fishing, right? This is a lake rule. If you are asked to move further away from a dock, please be courteous and do such, okay? We don't want any confrontations, we don't want anybody getting in trouble, and we don't want anybody getting disqualified, okay? All right. I got 3 more quick announcements for everybody, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, go back to Fishing Gas here, and the first one is going to be Team of the Year points. Okay, back on the main Tournament Trail Club homepage, okay, you'll see 2 links, one for Northern Division Team of the Year and one for Southern Division Team of the Year. I want to remind anybody that Fishing Chaos only tracks the Trail Club points, meaning it only tracks the points for the tournaments in each division. Okay, it does not have an algorithm to take your best 5 tournaments as how your Team of the Year division points are calculated. Your best 5 from your in-division and out-of-division. Okay, so those are updated usually a few days after a tournament, but those are up there and you can check them out. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can explain it further to you. Second thing is the Bass Nation National Dues are due for everybody, okay, for 2026. The portal has been reset. Coaches and admin, please get on. Make sure these are taken care of and paid for. These must be completed prior to fishing, right? If any coaches have reached out to me already and talked to me and made arrangements, we'll work on that with you guys there. Otherwise, anybody that has to pay them on Sunday morning, please make sure you have $31 per angler in the envelope and with the names of the envelope. If you're writing a check, make it payable to IBN, Illinois Bass Nation. Okay. And then lastly, the last thing is that, check it out, Bassmasters has posted up the 2026 opens. Okay, so they start in January and go all the way through the beginning of May. There's 4 opens. They're going to be in Florida, Texas, South Carolina, and Oklahoma. Okay, so check out those details. We'll be posting some stuff up about that in the next week or so as well here too. Look forward to seeing everybody Sunday. If anybody has any questions or any problems, please contact Kay or myself prior to the tournament or during the tournament. Again, everybody have a great weekend. We're looking for some nice weather here. Hopefully have a fantastic tournament, and look forward to seeing everybody Sunday morning. Thanks. Bye.